Hi, Tony.
Hi guys, good
Where are
evening
you?
from sunny Orlando, and by sunny I mean it's kind of gray. I'm at SeaWorld Orlando's for the Taste of Seven Seas Food Festival, hanging out in front of Journey to Atlantis, which is actually closed early because they're doing Flicks and Fireworks as well tonight, where they have a drive-in theater kind of temporarily set up in the parking lot. But we're here for the Taste of the Seven Seas Food Festival, so let's walk around. Anybody who's been here knows the majority of the attractions are located in one central spot here. We have Journey to Atlantis, again closed because of the fireworks. But Kraken Unleashed is a little bit further back. You'll see that more in a bit. And then right over here, we have Antarctica, SeaWorld Orlando's first foray into a truly immersive land. I'm not going to lie, I did do little quotation marks with my fingers on that one. I don't know why the last few times I've been to SeaWorld Orlando, the Antarctica has been down. And I don't know if that's a social distancing thing because the queue is pretty narrow, but the exhibit where you can still see the penguins is still open.
Is it so cold in Antarctica that people are covering their faces?
Maybe by the gift shop doors.
It's always so weird to be in Antarctica looking like this and still dry.
Yes. I don't know if you've ever been in the Antarctica queue in a rainstorm. Those rocks up there are kind of designed to dump the water into the queue, which gets you soaking wet before you go into a 38-degree environment.
Oh, you said it's closed.
Yeah. It says it's a 10-minute wait because it is the exhibit only.
Wow, that's the lucky day for the guest.
Then you'll see these A-frames kind of everywhere with hand sanitizer stations.
Is A-frame a term that everyone knows, or just people that work in theme parks?
Yeah. Outside of theme parks, they're called sandwich boards.
Is that? I thought sandwich boards were the ones that you wear over your shoulders, making yourself like the meat in the sandwich.
Okay. My wife said that, and now I feel stupid. Is the Expedition Eatery open?
I believe so. Let's come back.
That is my favorite place in Antarctica.
Do they allow wagons in SeaWorld?
So there's a lot of things that aren't allowed that are happening today, but I do believe on paper those are also set. But yeah, it does look like they're open. So.
You probably should mention the voices aren't at the park are Doobie and Benji, and occasionally Rebecca back at Laughing Fish headquarters.
We're heading out of Antarctica. We'll head over to my personal favorite. I call them my boys, although it's technically boys and girls. But they're my other fun California captive transplants out here.
Who's that, Clyde and Seymour?
And their family, yeah. The Pacific Point Preserve, where all this California sea lions are.
Okay.
And we'll get close, too, because there's some new pups running around.
Are the sea lions part of the food festival?
No, but they're on the way to it.
I didn't know what they served.
So the food festival, the Taste of the Seven Seas Food Festival, is actually one booth on a lakeshore patio on the waterfront area that changes theme every week. When we get closer, I'll tell you the different themes. But this week, it's Mexico.
Is that literally the extent of the festival?
Correct. I thought I might have been mistaken, but I went back and checked some websites and press releases, and that is absolutely what it is.
Have you ever seen sea lions tonight?
I think like a decade ago, but yes. I just remember sea lions tonight because there was a lot of rivalry between the sea lion trainers and the Shamu trainers. I'm going to try and... I don't think I could zoom in, but you could see the two little pups right there as well. There's quite a few. Yeah.
So wait, hold up. Did Kevin Durant leave the bubble?
I believe so. It's 10 days of quarantine. That brings up an interesting point. I don't know. Will they be tempted to go to any of the parks?
I know the Lopez's are.
Well, that one looks close enough to cut. That's cool. Just hanging out.
All right. Let's keep on going to the food festival.
So I looked up the website because I refuse to believe you, and that is exactly what it is.
That's straight facts from Wrong Tony.
Wrong Tony, your new name.
So Tony, the real question is, will you be able to leave this park to participate in Jurassic Park trivia?
Oh yeah, I'll be there for that. That's at 7:30 Pacific, right?
Yes.
Yep.
In our official non-Disney day at laughingplace.com. You have a favorite attraction at SeaWorld, Tony?
At SeaWorld, my favorite attraction is actually what we just went through. But in terms of rides,
yes,
I would actually say it used to be Manta, but as I got older, I've developed conditions that prevent me from riding Manta. Mako is pretty good, simply because it's terrifying. For the restraint system alone. I don't know if anybody in this broadcast has experienced Mako, but the restraint is literally just a triangle that covers your lap, and the rest of you kind of flails around.
I feel so sorry about you not being able to do Manta. That's my favorite.
That's so good, but that first loop, too many G-forces.
I like feeling like I'm Superman.
I would sit there and do the pose while I was going through it. I feel like a lot of people have left for the day. Earlier, this pathway was kind of congested. And we're coming up here where they do a Sea Lion High, which replaced Clyde and Seymour Take Pirate Island a couple years back.
Yeah.
And these hand sanitizing stations and download your map on the phone are kind of scattered throughout the park.
I know you're at SeaWorld, but did you see that they just updated the face mask policy at Walt Disney World?
It was the one with where it has to be tied behind your ears, right?
No, now if you want to eat or drink, you have to stay stationary and 6 feet away from anybody else. You can't
Okay.
walk and eat.
I had heard that from a friend of mine earlier today who's at Epcot. And I said, well, that's good because when I was there, that was not a thing. That is not a thing here at SeaWorld as of yet. It might come later now that Disney's doing it. But I've seen a lot of people just walking around with the cup as an excuse, we'll say.
Do they still do Opa Opa Oyster?
I have not heard it. They were talking about oyster diving, but it would be right back over here if they did. Now we're coming up to, I don't know if this area is officially dubbed Shark Wreck Reef, but it's where the Shark Encounter is. Shark's Underwater Grill and Mako are. But it's also where we'll find the SeaWorld Seven Seas, or Taste of SeaWorld Seven Seas Food Festival. So anybody who's been to Epcot since they've reopened might have got a little spoiled by the Taste of Food Wine Festival with the numerous booths scattered throughout. But like I said earlier, do be verified. This is literally just one booth. And this weekend, it is the Mexican market.
Have you sampled anything?
I have not had anything, no. Earlier when I had come by, the line was actually kind of backed up here to where we are, and you'll see that's kind of far in a second. Earlier this year, they had the full SeaWorld Seven Seas Food Festival going on, and pass holders could buy the sample card, which had so many different items on it. And I feel like this was just to get those pass holders to come back and finish using those cards. Here's the Seven Seas Food Festival festivities. And come down to this cart. Have a bite.
It doesn't look very crowded.
It was earlier. Now not so much. I also made my first appearance over here around 4 o'clock today. So maybe it was a dinner rush or late lunch.
I want to show off my efficiency here.
Say that again?
I want to show off my efficiency here. About 10 minutes ago,
Okay.
You mentioned the restraint system on Mako.
Okay.
There it is. Okay.
Yep. And those aren't screams of joy. They also have music that builds as you climb the lift hill. So anybody with anxiety is already tensing up as you go higher and higher and higher.
Does SeaWorld not have a mask policy? Just looking around.
SeaWorld does have a mask policy. Once they come in, they get checked. And there are, they're called ambassadors here, team members, cast members, whatever you want to call them, but they're called ambassadors here, that are going around telling people to put them on. If I'm being completely honest, they'll put them on, and then as soon as that person walks away, they come back off. Never fear, though. Hold on, I'm going to turn this around for a second. I have mine on.
Where did you get that from?
I'm going to sound like a 10-year-old. You ready? My mom made it.
I like your mom.
That's right. I forgot you've met her a few times. Usually at D23.
Is someone walking with you?
There is somebody walking with me, yes.
Okay.
But we're not going to acknowledge that.
Okay. Sorry about that. I take it back.
No worries. No worries.
Or do we need to call the cops?
Don't call the cops. She's here of her own accord.
What's your safe word?
We hear Christmas, there's an issue.
I'll say right now, if anybody follows me on the good old Facebook, if the status shows up that says Rise of the Resistance is fantastic, that means I'm in danger. Please call for help. So we're coming up on Infinity Falls here, which replaced the old Clydesdales and Hospitality House. Anybody who was looking for those free beer samples. That was a long time ago, but also now it's a river raft ride.
Is it running?
It is running, and we're going to come back on it right here. Not on it, but like right on the track here.
This is the river raft ride that has like an elevator in it, right?
Correct, Infinity Falls. We'll go over there and look in a second. But I want to catch a raft as they go by, because they have some of the best names. There's literally a raft named Rafty McRaft Face. Oh, there it is, right there. Rafty McRaft Face.
You don't get that at WDI.
Nope. I'll wait for one more, because if it's the one that I hope it might be, it's my favorite one.
Something better than Rafty McRaft?
Yep. Ah, no, that's not it. That one's H2O. There's one called A Little Naughty, Nauti.
Oh, I get it.
Yep, like nautical without the cool.
That's clever.
If you see this blue tower here, that is the drop segment with the elevator that lifts you up to the top. Yeah, this crowd is thinned out. Earlier, this was full of people.
Now it's an empty log.
Hey, can you pan to the right a little bit? Is that an NBA player that left the bubble? No, you went too far. Keep going to the left. Right there, sitting on that down. He has a big number on
the Saints
back.
are a football team.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're embarrassing.
Yeah, the elevator just literally lifts you up to the top, and then you dump down.
Does that somehow work in the story?
I haven't experienced Infinity Falls. From the video I've seen, no.
I've done a lot of whitewater rafting in my time, and I've never been on an elevator.
The whole story reminds me very much of Cali River Rapids at Animal Kingdom. How it's an eco tour, and there's a message about saving the rainforest. I also heard a lot of that got cut, so.
So in that way, it is. Never mind. Like WDI.
I've seen like 4 go up and into that area, waiting for it to come up and down.
Or.
Oh, there it goes. All right, here we go. We better stand back.
No, stay. Get soaked. This is gonna be great.
That wasn't bad.
Are you at the Grand Californian?
No.
Oh, I saw
That's
Whitewater.
the only. That's the only river raft ride I enjoy.
Cali? Oh, Grizzly River Run?
Yeah, Grizzly River Run.
It is a great one. Completely agree. My wife says Bluto's Bilge Barge is better, though.
So it's good, but I also feel like you might as well just have the college kid who works at the ride to spray you down with a hose and then call it a day.
So what I'm learning is that Tony doesn't so much care about the ride as he does everything around the ride.
I like Bluto's Bilge Barges. I do, but Grizzly River's the real true one. But Bluto's, yeah, that's just devastating.
Always, if I make special plans to go to the park that day and bring a change of clothes and everything, because I pour water out of my shoes when we ride back.
Yep. So we're coming up on Shabu Stadium, which is currently showing, not at this exact moment, actually it might be, the Orca Encounter, the latest in a string of killer whale shows here at SeaWorld.
Is that their version of Alien Encounter?
Gosh, I hope not. When I saw Orca Encounter, it reminded me a lot, and you guys are from the Bay Area, so I'll say it too. It reminded me a lot of the old not Six Flags, Marine World Africa USA, where you go into the theater and it's just a straight up, this is how we train whales kind of presentation. It was very reminiscent of that versus how like a lot of the later shows, like Blue Horizons, Believe, kind of had the story element.
Yes.
One Ocean, that was the other one.
Blue Horizons is gone now too, right?
Blue Horizons is gone, and a friend of mine told me, and I didn't believe this at first. She goes, "Yeah, they replaced it with a show called Dolphin Show," and I was like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah," and they just kind of talk about how they train the dolphins, and I went by it, and in fairness, it's called Dolphin Days, but same idea.
Blue Horizons was great. I love that show.
I loved Blue Horizons, and I ruined it for numerous other people in my life because I can't get enough of the song Into the Blue.
Can you give us a little bit?
All I got is the woman, let the current move you. That's all I got.
I'm so glad I asked.
Tony earned his
Say that again?
Tony earned his keep for the month.
I know.
Yay. We're coming up on Sesame Street land, which is actually, in my opinion, when it's fully operational, really well done.
It's fully armed and operational Sesame Street land.
Tony doesn't get that reference. He hates Star Wars.
Now, I will say this. I believe this is streaming on Sesame Plus now. Scramilton, the Grouchy musical. And I'll tell you, I really want to see it.
How does a grouchy?
Now, when the land is fully
Hold up! Wait!
Going.
Stop!
Okay.
Do the hokey pokey. Turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Thank you.
Oh, you can't see my foot. I was trying to put my foot in.
Did you just turn yourself around?
Didn't you get nauseous?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Normally during the fully, like when everything's fully going, there's a street party in here a couple times a day, which is actually really well done. The kids love it, and I saw it with a friend of mine, and Benji's also, and his son, and the kids love it, and all the adults were getting into it too. It definitely was a great performance.
I agree. I've seen it. I liked it. Unlike you, I really was with the child. You know, you don't want to admit that you saw it by yourself.
I'll come in here and I'll share a story really quick. If you come in through the store, you don't pick up right away that this is a laundromat, and I thought somebody had just spilled a bunch of soap because there's a scent machine in here, and I came from this way, so I was just like, okay, can they? I know we're all being clean and everything, but now this is kind of ridiculous.
That's
Didn't
great.
realize it was a set piece, but it works really well.
Do they have any streets, or how are they handling that here?
I have not seen any of the street performances, but over here at this gate, I have seen 2 different floats throughout the day. I saw Oscar come out and I saw Cookie Monster come out, and they just kind of staged themselves there for distant photos on the float over at that gate.
Sing a song.
Oh, is that water splash area actually open?
Yeah, that's interesting because it wasn't earlier. Good catch. I didn't think to come back because it was closed earlier, but yeah, it is actually open.
Wow, that's unusual.
Yeah.
How do you know?
I honestly,
I got some pictures of my nephew having some fun in it, so my family was there.
So I think technically it can because there's enough chlorine and all that.
Hey, there's Elmo meet and greet, right? In front of you?
Yeah, right there. Elmo and Abby Cadabby at the lamppost.
Cool.
I just shameless plug. Well, it's not a plug to my movie, but the Elmo talk show is the best thing on HBO Max.
I considered getting HBO Max just to watch it.
We'll talk after.
Okay.
I wanted to share this for those who never got to see Blue Horizon. This is it. You'll notice a lack of dolphins in it. This is actually my favorite part of the divers.
I was there once and I saw it, and I'll never forget. There was a kid behind me, and I called him a little Captain Exposition, because when the divers came out and they were the ones in the black wetsuits with like the weird dread things with the false killer whales, you just hear him behind me, "Oh, the bad guys are here!" And like at no point do they ever say they're bad. They kind of are, I guess, in the context, but there's no dialogue in that show. I don't know how he picked up on that. Oh, she's in a dream.
Is it a dream? It's like Phantasmic?
Yes.
I don't know. I would call Blue Horizons a wonderful nightmare.
Are you a fan of Wild Arctic?
Yes.
Do you prefer the stationary or the moving version?
Moving's good.
Okay.
It's just a little dated. It's dated. I'm going to go. This walkway's not open, but I'm going to walk over here. That way you guys can see. We're coming up on the construction of the new coaster, the Icebreaker. Speaking of motion, though, the Wild Arctic simulator is not functioning.
Oh.
You would walk through the gift shop into the animal exhibit. It was a week ago, 2 weeks ago, maybe we were here, and you could walk through the video part and then into the Wild Arctic base and everything like that. But for whatever reason today, that's not open, and they just say go right through the gift shop through the exit.
I'm getting better at this. Icebreaker coming someday.
Now, SeaWorld's not open 7 days a week, right?
I thought it was. I was under the impression it is 7 days a week. Is it open 7 days a week?
No, it's supposed to be Tuesday, I think.
Okay, I'm getting word that it's closed Tuesday and Thursday.
We need to hire her too.
What do you mean 2?
I'll tell you right now, she doesn't like Rise either.
Are you serious? Does she refuse to go on camera? Because I have a word for her.
No.
I've got headphones in. I'll be happy to pass it on.
Well, that's okay. I will respect her wishes, but
Okay.
we might have to create a litmus test for hiring.
Actually, this area was closed earlier, and now it's open as a fireworks viewing area.
Yeah.
So let's walk through. And you can see what they do for fireworks viewing, which is interesting. So there's no hiding that we're walking through essentially a construction site. And then much like a Hagrid's over at Islands of Adventure, it'll launch you at some point up that tower over in the distance and then back down it again.
This is them, but a while ago. Facial hair. So, Tony, my
Yes.
son was curious what you looked like, so I searched you on the internet and I came to what I presume is your Twitter feed.
Oh no. Okay.
He wants to know why you're hugging a raptor.
Oh, because I used to breed raptors at Universal Studios. In Islands of
Oh, my son is now very impressed by you.
Yep.
The real raptors or the fake raptors?
No, that's cool.
The real ones, the babies that would hatch conveniently 3 times an hour.
Wow.
Very confusing.
That's why, and I'm not self-promoting because I never used a Twitter account. That's why it's Dr. Tony Flynn. That was my name.
That is cool.
If you can see, as we come through the stadium, there's orange circles out here. Can you see those?
Oh, yes.
Those are designated standing areas for parties to watch the fireworks from.
Oh, okay.
So this is actually fireworks viewing right now and just no one's there yet.
Yes. And the guy's sign says facial coverings are required, and please keep your social distance.
Is the Sky Tower running?
It hasn't been all day, but this is the clearest the sky has been all day. It's been pretty dark most of the afternoon. So that could be why. And then I think now that especially all the bigger buildings like Atlantis and those have closed, maybe for the fireworks also, because I know they use that as a launching point at some point during the show.
Well, that's right. Do they have? Whoa.
Yep, that's me. God, that's old. I have a lot more facial hair now.
Yes, you do.
That was one of the full-grown girls. She was probably at least 2 years old.
You're
The Raptors, the Velociraptor.
Gideon just came in from building with his buddies a cardboard version of the visitor center, and they were making embryos. But I guess it was food coloring and stuff. So lots of Jurassic Park play happening here.
Wow.
Can you pay extra not to hear this BGM?
Probably.
Kayla has opinion.
Yeah, I see. Don't sit on the upper level. You can't see the fireworks. I believe that because there's a roof there. I think that's why they marked off the stage as viewing.
They marked off the grass too.
They have marked off the grass as well. Yep, if you look behind me here.
Wow. Go Oregon.
We're just debating whether or not you can sit on the grass or not.
I know all the grass over there is also marked off because this is how it was set up for 4th of July weekend when they had that going on. Because all at 4th of July weekend, July 3rd, 4th, and 5th, they had fireworks too. And I will say we're coming into Bayside Walkway, I think is what they call it. But this is where they also do the Christmas celebration,
Yay!
which I still think is a fantastic offering, if not the best Christmas celebration in town.
Is Bayside Walkway where they do the Zach Morris meet and greet?
No, it's the Mr. Belding Detention Center where they do that.
Oh, that's right.
I completely agree with you, Tony. That is a great experience going to SeaWorld at Christmas and walking this walkway. You are right, Tony.
It's all wintry. There's snow. There's usually a fire pit somewhere around here that's got like the cocoa going on. It's fantastic. When it's not Christmas, though.
Other times.
Say that again?
It's too bad they can't find a use for these booths other times, like during a food
Yeah,
festival.
I was just going to say, this is clearly left over from Christmas. I know they also kind of set up the area for Halloween as part of the Spooktacular, which is the kids-friendly trick-or-treat experience. But yeah, when this is open, this is kind of desolate. And here's more of the fireworks viewing. I will agree with Benji on the BGM, though. Sometimes I can't tell if it's SeaWorld BGM or Holy Land BGM.
Well, Holy Land is closed, isn't it?
I believe so. I don't know if it's permanent yet, though. I say yet.
I know, that's never nice.
Yeah.
Park looks very, very empty.
This back walkway is for sure, yeah. But you can kind of see up ahead. We're coming back into the main pathway. And I think everybody's kind of heading out.
What's the movie tonight?
I didn't catch what the movie was tonight. It might be Shark Tale. And I think that, I don't know about the fireworks, but I think the movie experience might actually be an additional charge, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
Yeah, it's like $50 a car.
Oh, dude.
That's why you're not covering it.
Tonight's movie is Madagascar.
Madagascar.
Dun, 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 circus. Dun, 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 Afro.
Yeah, it's $50 a car.
Which is just a ripoff of The Wild, right? Right, Benji? Yesterday's movie, Disneyland's Birthday, was Surf's Up. A major ocean picture.
Coming up on the Dolphin Nursery.
Do they have little standing markers by the nursery too, or is it kind of do what you want?
There's no, if you look closely, that guy kind of got in the way there. You can see that little square?
Yes.
It's the same as the circles on the ground.
Okay.
Whoa.
And then there's this sandwich board / A-frame.
Can you put on the sandwich board?
I'm glad you think I'm that skinny, guys. I take the compliment, but it ain't gonna happen. We'll walk this way.
Walk this way.
Oh, can you say walk this way again?
We're gonna walk this way.
I think that's a great idea.
Did you just put your hand to your forehead?
Yep.
Okay, just checking.
Which version? By the way, one of these stores has a really, really good chocolate cake.
That would probably be this bakery right here.
That would be logical, yes.
Yes.
We need to go for the cake. Oh, it's gone? Apparently they changed the recipe at some point, so we now avoid this kind of cake. Was it cherry chocolate? Yeah, cherry chocolate cake. Mm-hmm. Hey, Tony, question for you. What's your favorite dessert?
Ever?
Well, not like a single dessert, a type of dessert.
Many people can find the way to my heart through a good Oreo cheesecake.
Thank you for that colorful way of putting it.
Yep.
That is a good item, a good choice. Very specific.
Hey Tony, one more question. Is that person still stalking you?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Which ride is this, Mania?
This you got a typo in there, but yes, it's Manta.
Dun, 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 dun.
So I'm showing it because I haven't checked yet. I always check since this ride opened in 2008 when this water feature is going to become non-functional.
And it's still going.
We'll find out. It looks like it. It's working its way over.
Hold up, this thing opened 12 years ago?
Yep.
Oh, I'm old.
Yep. That's why I can't ride it anymore. I'm old. Oh my gosh, it still is. Earlier, they had closed off at 6 o'clock. Everything pretty much on this side of the park. The Dolphins, the Stingray Lagoon, Poker's Cove, as I call it now. Thanks, Finding Dory. And Turtle Trek and the Manatee Rescue Area. That everything on that side of the park is closed. They said because of the fireworks, but it's a big expanse.
You a big fan of Turtle Trek?
Am I a big fan of Turtle Trek? For the same reason I'm a big fan of Blue Horizons. That soundtrack gets me.
So what is what's that say?
Other than Turtle Trek, other than that, it's not. It's advanced circle vision.
Did you know that a group of flamingos is called a flamboyant?
Yes.
Did you know that if you look at that flamingo enclosure from the top, it makes a hidden shamu?
That's a good reference. I like that.
You're welcome.
The person stalking me may or may not be a Kilimanjaro Safaris driver under the Harambe Wildlife Reserve.
KSR. KSR.
You two have the coolest jobs in the world.
So we could talk all day about these flamingos.
Do KSR drivers still get a premium?
They're what?
These are Caribbean flamingos. We have greater.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've been told these are Caribbean flamingos. The Harambe Wildlife Reserve has greater flamingos.
And they're the faintest shade of pink of any of the flamingos.
I always thought that depended on how much shrimp they eat, but
Coloration.
Yeah.
It's a factor, but it's not like your Technically, the graders are like the lightest.
That's what he was just saying. Yep.
So she who is not
That is
really there is out
confirmed.
there.
That is confirmed, Benji. I'm hearing from some mysterious source that you might be right.
Next time you're in Animal Kingdom, can you see if those ostrich eggs have hatched yet?
I always thought those were just big ping pong balls.
So Tony, I expect you to really tear it up on Jurassic Park trivia tonight.
Okay. What are the questions? Not like the actual questions, but are they like the microscopic? Like, at what time marker does
No.
Nedry get the Barbasol can?
Not even close. They were all written by my son, all from his
Okay.
head. Chucky knows, so you'll be fine.
Okay.
Nope, I looked one up.
Look one up. One is on the movie, and the other is on the attractions in Universal.
Now I know I won Gideon's respect by having done that in my life, but I'm probably going to lose it when I say if it has anything to do with Fallen Kingdom. I'm probably not going to get it because I despise Fallen Kingdom.
Oh, okay.
There's only 3 Fallen Kingdom questions.
I think we have a banner for that.
No, Tony, I'm with you. Fallen Kingdom is awful.
You know how when The Last Jedi came out and half the fans kind of went nuts?
Yes.
That was my Fallen Kingdom.
Really?
I don't think I've ever been as bored in a movie theater. And Jurassic Park is my favorite movie of all time.
All right, well, that earns you some credibility, but okay. So rank the 5 for me, please.
Rank the 5?
Yes.
1, 4, 2, 3, 5.
1, 4, what?
2, 3, 5.
Wrong.
Which
I
is
would go
which is
1,
also
4,
the password to my luggage.
My thoughts are helping.
1, 4, 2, 3, 5. No, I would definitely say 1, 4, 5, 3, 2.
You're wrong. You are wrong. Correct order is 1, 3, 4, 5, 2.
Interesting.
Well, I also kind of have a bitterness and a favor towards Jurassic World because there's a character based on me in it that I'm currently pending litigation because it's so spot on. Jake Johnson's Lowry, the Jurassic Park purist.
Yes.
That is 100% me. I worked at Universal Comcast at the time in Jurassic Park. They could have done research.
What's the character name again?
Lowry, Lowry. I don't know if I could speak more on the topic. My attorneys have advised me against that.
The sad part is that I can't tell if you're kidding. Hey, Tony, we're going to let you go because we got to get ready to get to knots.
You got to give me 1 second here. 1 second.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
I'm sure everyone is curious who they're talking to, and now we've been enlightened.
And I will say, if I'm wearing my glasses, the resemblance is even not that far off.
Reporting
Yep.
live. Now you can
Basically, you didn't think it was a big deal that people died.
Say that again?
So you didn't think it was a big deal that people died.
I don't know if I can comment on that. But that first park was legit.
So that thing you shared in Slack yesterday that your friend sent you makes a lot more sense now.
Yep. All right, guys, we're coming full circle. So I don't know if you guys want to go over to Knott's.
Yeah, we'll get on a quick flight, and we'll be at Knott's in about 10 minutes.
You're closer than I am.
Shortest flight ever.
Thanks, Tony. Have some food. Don't starve.
I might head back over to that cart and try one of 4 dishes.
Okay, thanks, everybody. We'll see you in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks, guys.
See you, Tony.
Bye, guys.